Have you ever noticed this? You finally fall asleep, you're warm, comfortable, maybe dreaming, and then your bladder says, time to get up. So you shuffle to the bathroom. Then again at 2 a.m., maybe again at 4. And by morning, you're not rested, you're exhausted. If you're over 60 and waking up 2, 3, even 4 times a night to pee, you're not alone. Millions of seniors deal with this every single night. But here's the surprising part. In many cases, it's not just your bladder, and there's a simple 3-minute exercise that can actually help you sleep through the night. Let's talk about it. Hi, everyone, and welcome back. If you're in your 50s, 60s, 70s, or beyond, you already know how precious sleep becomes. When you sleep well, everything feels better. Your mood, your energy, your memory, even your joints. But when you're up all night running to the bathroom, the whole next day feels heavy. You're tired, foggy, maybe even a little irritable. And a lot of people just think, well, I'm getting older. That's just how it is. Here's the thing. Waking up often to pee at night, what doctors call nocturia, is common, yes, but it's not something you simply have to accept. A weak pelvic floor, poor circulation, late-night habits, and even the way we breathe can all play a role. And today, I'm going to show you a gentle 3-minute routine that many seniors use to strengthen the muscles that support the bladder. Plus, we'll talk about a few small daily habits that make this exercise work even better. Nothing complicated, no equipment, no gym, just simple steps you can do right at home. Let's start with something most people don't realize. 1. Why you're waking up so much at night. 3:30 to 9. Before we jump into the exercise, it helps to understand what's really happening. When we're younger, the muscles around the bladder and pelvic floor are strong and supportive. They hold things steady. But after 60, those muscles naturally weaken. Think of them like a hammock. When it's tight and strong, everything stays lifted. When it gets loose, the bladder gets less support, and even a small amount of urine can trigger that "I've got to go now" feeling. There's also another change. As we age, our bodies produce less of the hormone that helps us concentrate urine at night, so we actually make more urine while we sleep. So now you have two things happening at once: more urine and less muscle control. That's a recipe for constant bathroom trips. I remember a story from a viewer named Tom, 68 years old, from Ohio. He told me he used to wake up 4 times a night. He thought it was just part of getting older. But once he started strengthening his pelvic muscles and changing a couple of small habits, he dropped down to once a night, sometimes 0. He said, "It feels like I got my life back." And that's what we're aiming for. Not perfection, just better sleep. Now, here's something most people don't realize. The fix doesn't require hard workouts. It starts with one small, focused movement. 2. The 3-minute exercise. All right, let's get into the heart of today's video. This is simple, gentle, and safe for most people. You can do it sitting in a chair, lying in bed, or standing. It's basically a smarter version of Kegels, but slower and more controlled. Here's how it works. First, sit comfortably with your back straight and your feet on the floor. Take a breath. Now imagine you're trying to stop yourself from passing gas, and at the same time trying to stop urine midstream. You gently tighten those muscles, not your stomach, not your thighs, just the muscles deep inside the pelvis. Hold for 5 seconds, then relax completely for 5 seconds. That relaxation part is important. Then repeat. Tighten, hold, relax. That's 1 rep. Do 10 of those. Then do 10 quicker squeezes, gently tightening and releasing. The whole thing takes about 3 minutes. That's it. It sounds almost too simple, but here's why it works. Every time you squeeze, you're strengthening the exact muscles that help control your bladder at night. Over time, those muscles become stronger and more responsive. Think of it like brushing your teeth. You don't see results after one day, but after a few weeks, big difference. Most people notice improvement in about 3 to 4 weeks, and the best part? No one even knows you're doing it. You could do it while watching TV, or sitting at the kitchen table, or lying in bed before sleep. Quiet, private, easy. Now let's talk about when to do it, because timing actually matters. If you do these exercises right before bed, you're waking those muscles up and teaching them to stay alert during the night. It's like giving your bladder a little reminder, hey, we're in control here. Some people also like doing another set in the afternoon. Morning and evening works great. I spoke with a woman named Carol, 72, from Arizona. She told me she did her exercises while watching the evening news, same time every day. After about a month, she realized she was only waking up once instead of 3 times. She didn't change anything else, just consistency. That's the key. Not intensity, consistency. Now, let's talk about another important factor, because exercise alone isn't the whole picture. Evening habits that quiet your bladder. Sometimes we accidentally make nighttime worse without realizing it. For example, drinking a lot of water or tea late at night, or having coffee after dinner. Even healthy herbal tea can act like a mild diuretic. It pushes more fluid through your system. So a simple trick is this. Drink most of your fluids earlier in the day. Then slow down about 2 to 3 hours before bed. Not zero water, just less. Also, watch salty foods at night. Salt makes your body hold on to water during the day and release it later when you lie down, which means more trips to the bathroom. And here's a small one people forget. Elevate your legs for 20 to 30 minutes in the evening. If your ankles swell during the day, fluid collects down there. When you lie flat at night, that fluid goes back into circulation and straight to your bladder. Putting your feet up earlier helps your body process that fluid before bedtime. Little tweaks like this can make a big difference. Here's something most people overlook: stress. When you're tense or anxious, your bladder becomes more sensitive. Even a small amount of urine feels urgent. So adding slow breathing before bed helps. Try this. Inhale slowly for 4 seconds. Exhale for 6. Long, gentle breaths. This calms your nervous system, tells your body it's safe to rest. Many seniors say they fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer just from this alone. It sounds simple, but simple things often work best. 6. Give it time and be kind to yourself. One last thing, be patient. These muscles didn't weaken overnight. They won't strengthen overnight either. Give it a few weeks. Celebrate small wins. Maybe you go from 4 trips to 3. That's progress. Then 3 to 2. Even that can change how you feel during the day. Better sleep means clearer thinking, better mood, and more energy to enjoy life. And that's really what this is about. Not just fewer bathroom trips, better days. So, let's bring it all together. A simple 3-minute pelvic floor routine, done daily, plus lighter evening fluids, legs elevated, and calm breathing. Nothing extreme, nothing complicated, just small habits that add up. And for many people, these tiny changes mean sleeping through the night again, waking up refreshed, feeling like yourself. And at this stage of life, that's priceless. You deserve good sleep. If this helped you, or if you're going to try the 3-minute exercise tonight, I'm really glad you stopped by. And if you enjoy simple, science-backed tips like this, made especially for adults over 50, consider subscribing. I share easy ways to stay strong, healthy, and independent at any age. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.